Okay, the clock on the wall, I think, says 6:30. So, let's open the January 10th meeting of the Rutland Planning Board. And first order is minutes of the December 13th meeting.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I'm gonna say I read it over, I didn't really see much of anything of note.
Either have I.
So I have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, ha ha ha. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to take some things out of order because the timeline on the other public hearings, we can't start another one until 6:45. So I think that brings us all the way to item 5.
I would recommend taking that at the same time as item 4.
Okay.
Because those two items are connected to each other.
Reconnected, okay. Well, then we go to 7.
So 7 you want to go to? And
Yeah.
Just get that up on the...
And, basically, well, interesting because,
Seems to me we've already noticed the sale of land enrolled in it. We've already did the A&R, and it's before the select board
yeah,
for their hearing in February.
yeah, the thing is that the property is apparently being sold, but it's not being taken out of 61A.
I'm sorry to say, but you have to look at the rules and regulations, and you'll find that that's impossible.
Oh, really?
But that will be, it was handed over from the Ag Commission to the select board last night.
So, do we have any action to take on it, really?
In my opinion, at the moment, I'd have to wait till what the select board is going to,
Yeah.
because they're gonna have to go through council.
Mm-hmm. So, it would appear
And
that we have no comment, then, I
Yeah.
would say, at this point anyway. So that, should that remain as an agenda item for another meeting then, do you think?
Sure.
Yeah.
So can you just expand upon why you don't think the board should react to this tonight?
I gave you the only copy I had.
Yeah, I have this. So it relates to... Okay.
Yeah, so
So there's questions
there
outstanding.
are questions that need proper answers.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, in all honest, I would not want to attempt to, come out with it until,
Yeah. Okay.
town council or the select board has,
Yeah.
has,
If it's in the select board's hands,
yeah.
then let them do their thing.
Okay.
Oh, boy, we're gonna be doing a lot of waiting tonight because, okay. Next item on the agenda, item 8, is Brice Lemon Estates, and we have no updates for that, I don't believe.
That's correct, there's no updates on that item.
Yeah. Item 9, Brintnal Estates, I don't believe we have anything on that. The only thing I can mention is that I did happen to talk with Glenn Coppola, who does some of the work over there, and they are still working on that wetland crossing.
They are.
Yeah, even through the winter. Obviously very slowly.
Okay, well,
And I did ask him, because there is a fair stretch that it did not get paved before the wetland crossing. And this is just Glenn's opinion, but his opinion is that they probably still would be able to pave it. They would probably be able to find some asphalt plant somewhere south of here that might still be open, and they could pave,
wow,
which,
because.
yeah, I know, it doesn't sound great to me, but,
Yeah, I
you
know.
know, I'm not a roadway engineer, so,
The reason why I'm saying this is because of number 10.
mhm.
how
Yeah.
soon are we gonna start having somebody in here begging us, hey, please, let me get, cars can travel over it, even though it's not paved or
Yeah, well,
something like that? And to
when,
me, I think
yeah.
we set a specific,
When I hear someone start begging like that, I tend to get hard of hearing.
okay,
Hey,
well,
Easy.
we've heard it before.
yeah,
Just saying.
we've heard it before, but
Oh, yeah, on,
hey,
matter of fact, on the same subdivision.
I mean,
Long time ago.
I've
All right, well,
he's well aware, let's just put it that way.
yeah,
Okay, so Bear Hill 2, again, nothing on Bear Hill 2, other than I'm assuming they're still working on the houses up there.
Yeah.
I haven't even been up there to look. Item 11, upcoming hearings, 79 to 81 Main Street, special permit for marijuana cultivation.
mhm,
So I guess over in the old Sims building.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um, So that applicant has submitted an application, we're waiting on some supplemental information. There's been a legal notice published for a hearing on the 24th of January, which is the next meeting. We expect to have a complete application well before then for distribution to the board and also to the public. That is it, it's in an existing structure primarily. There are some modifications of the interior structure for this particular use. So the whole building is, I believe, 26,000 square feet, and this use would be about 13,000 square feet.
hmm,
And this is just for cultivation only.
mhm,
As the board recalls, there was a town meeting action to allow for 2 concurrent uses at one site, one
Mhm.
parcel. The applicant still needs to get its license for the manufacturing component. So that's our future hearing. This is just cultivation.
Mhm.
It looks like it's an application that's a robust one. You'll get a full set of plans, findings of fact, and so forth. So I guess if the question is whether the board would like to do a site visit, schedule that ahead of time, or make some future decision on that.
if we have a site walk, I think it would be very nice to have some kind of foul odor in that building a week before, so when we
So
go,
we
we
can
can
see
see if they moved it to any of
see
the
what
other
it's like.
spots.
Well, we'll just get a bunch of smokers to come in and.
Yeah, okay.
I have a question. Where is that located?
Sims Cab, the old Sims Cab.
Right,
Oh, you
right,
haven't been around
I
here.
thought,
yeah,
yeah.
right next to Rutland Plaza.
Right, because I thought they were building a facility.
No,
Well,
no,
that's-
that's the retail
Selling.
sales.
I
Which
thought
is-
it was gonna be combined at the
No.
at the town meeting. I thought they said they were gonna do it.
No,
No.
you can grow and then you can, package and or whatever.
Manufacturer, yeah.
And that's the 2 things in that one building.
Mhm.
That's what happened.
Plaza, something.
Oh, and then they're gonna grow?
And then sell across the street.
A separate
Yes.
company is selling it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a company?
Oh, yeah.
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 Oh, really?
Mm.
I mean, the
I think he's
200
from
Plaza is selling it.
Barre.
Yeah, that sounds familiar, but I don't really know. I don't
Gentleman
really
that's
know.
got one in Barre or something
Yeah.
like that.
So was there any thought about a site visit? Let's get something now, or do you want even to not have one? I guess that's really.
I don't know, what's your feelings on it?
I would not mind a site walk.
Mhm.
There are things in the back of my mind I want to take a good
Yeah,
look at.
because I'm assuming it would mostly just be the interior of the building,
Yeah.
actually.
Interior, I want to like to know what on the exterior of it is other companies are involved in it. Is the laundromat still there
Yeah, I
in
think
that
so.
same building?
I think so, yeah.
KP, the diner was supposed to open up there, and I
Yeah, I
haven't
know.
seen what
I
happened to
don't know what's
that.
happened to that.
Yeah. And in the back of my mind, I always think about the waterway underneath,
Mhm.
so.
Well, do you have an idea for a schedule for it?
Well, the hearing is scheduled for the 24th. I mean, I think we can arrange an interior site visit, because that's where most of it's going to occur.
Mhm.
You want to put down some tentative dates, or just leave it to staff to come up with a date and suggest it back to the board?
I like having staff figure it out.
So I'll follow up with everybody individually
All
about
right.
availability.
Mhm.
You have a preference during the
Yeah.
day or on the weekends.
Mhm.
No meetings on the weekends.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. I don't know, just, for those who work, I guess weekends are better, particularly for Tim.
So, yeah.
Maybe a Saturday,
Yeah,
so an upcoming Saturday before the 24th in the afternoon.
better, yeah,
Better for me, because I'm open 9 to 12.
yeah.
All right, sure, that's okay.
All right.
Okay, item 12, CMRPC delegate reappointment,
Yeah,
Dick Williams.
That needs a little bit of explanation. So we received a correspondence from the Regional Planning Commission in December. It was let me just call it up on the screen here so people can see what we're talking about. So we have a letter. This letter describes the Regional Planning Commission's mission and why alternates and delegate alternates are important. It describes who is the appointing authority for the various delegates. So one's from the planning board, the other one is from the select board or town manager, and the alternate must be a resident. And then the upcoming quarterly meetings, which is additional information. So what they also sent was a form to fill out with the delegates. This form has had a delegate and alternate appointment for fiscal year 2023. Now, the delegates were voted on in 2023 on May 24th, 2022 for fiscal year 23. So in further review of this letter, it doesn't look like a vote is needed. It just looks like they're trying to update their
They just
roster.
you just need to fill that out and get it back to them,
Correct.
so,
Yeah.
okay.
So I don't think, so you don't need any action on that tonight. We'll put the voting for a future meeting in May,
Mhm.
as per normal, or Q or whatever.
Yeah, we still have 2 minutes to go. Okay.
Well, I was very pleased with that farmers meeting that was held here Sunday. It was quite a turnout.
What was it?
For the,
Lecture series
yeah,
with the,
let's put it this way, the, Mann's, the two daughters were here. Let's see if I can remember. Sarah Jordan. Oh, I'm gonna kick myself in the butt now for even opening my mouth about this. I hate this old age stuff. My nephew and his wife were there, Randy,
Mason,
and Billy Mason was there.
and someone representing the Grange.
That's right, and she worked for Lilac Hedge also.
That different-
Oh, that's another one. Yes, the woman, yes, yes.
A representative from
Representative,
Lilac Hedge,
yeah, and
So
Lilac
so
Hedge.
what was the meeting about?
The farms.
Just
You know,
about the
the
farm?
farms that were in Rutland.
Mhm.
Jerry Lehman time was there, you know, talking about some, but we really didn't talk about, the commissioner was there and he went to me first and I was looking at all the people there and I said, do I want to talk about the old farms and all the old names and everything else that I was trying to remember like crazy?
Mhm.
And I turned right around and says, one of the best things that ever happened in this town is the agritourism thing.
Mhm. Yeah,
And that triggered off a heck of a, I would say, wouldn't you say at least a half an hour?
I would say so. I mean, this was part of so the Smithsonian Traveling Exhibition that's happening out here.
Mhm.
There's a series of lectures that are
okay, so this was a part of
that
that.
are being scheduled throughout the course
Yeah,
of the run
okay.
of the event.
Oh, okay.
I've maybe 20 minutes, 20.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so it went very well. And what I liked about it more than anything else was that commissioner was writing left and right on his notepad. Holy
Oh,
Toledo,
yeah?
yeah.
Good.
So
good.
this was the commissioner of,
MDOT
oh no, he's the secretariat
secretary.
of
Yeah,
agricultural, what,
Yeah.
I don't remember his exact title.
yeah, Department of Agriculture.
Thank you.
Yeah, MDOT. I call it MDOT.
Okay,
It was very good.
well, we're at least at 6:45, so back to item 2 of the agenda. Which, this is a continuation of the hearing on Hilltop Estates definitive subdivision. We have no report back from Quinn Engineering, I don't believe.
That's correct. So the
And
review is still occurring on this.
so I guess it'll just be a motion to continue, I don't know, to our next meeting?
Yeah, I did speak to the applicant about this. He requested the 14th, February 14th, 2023,
Okay,
anticipating that they may have comments in follow-up to the review comments.
okay.
I do see someone, Michael Vertrubis here, I don't know if he needs to speak to this or not. He has any instructions or anything to tell the board? Or if he's here for something else, or just a spectator?
Are you there? Mr. Wiltruba?
Hello?
That's a thumbs up, I guess he has no issues.
Oh, I guess he has no issues.
So, yeah, so the applicant that was agreeable to the 14th, he recommended that. So we have a form for that purpose, and we're also looking for just another extension of the final action deadline,
Mhm.
just to keep up with the hearing.
Okay.
Not that we expect to use it, but it's there.
You got dates on there?
There are dates around here, yeah.
So I will accept the motion to continue the hearing to February 14th at 6:45 and the extend the final action deadline to 7/3/23.
I so moved.
So moved?
And you second.
Hmm?
And you second.
No. You second.
No,
No?
no.
Well, I will second it then. Oh, we have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
No.
It's members present, right? Majority of the members present.
Yeah, this is a ministerial motion,
Right.
so you need the three votes.
Hmm?
You
Got 'em.
need 3 for majority. No, it's 3 out of 5.
It is?
So this is just ministerial. Unless there's a reconsideration of the,
Mhm.
See, at the last
Excuse me,
meeting.
anytime a quorum is present, a majority of people present and voting is what it takes to pass a motion. So says town council.
I'd rather have the 3 votes on this one, just to be sure. I'm not contradicting that, or, this is just ministerial. It still needs to be,
Do you have a vote?
No.
No, no.
No, it's just,
All right, I'll go along with it.
there's a reconsideration of the vote.
Yeah, you'll have your chance.
Like I said
Yeah.
the last meeting.
So can we
Okay.
just reconsider the prior vote,
Okay.
and then,
Okay, once again, all in favor?
Aye.
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 all right, thank you.
Now we still have to wait 10 more minutes. This is,
you can't just skip over them if people are present? No.
no, because the public hearing notice specifies a time. You cannot start the hearing before that time. You don't have to start it on time, but you can't do it before. So, anybody else got any Rutland news?
Anybody go to the exhibit over here?
I haven't
I
gone
didn't know they
through.
were having it.
Ah, I don't do
Really?
that.
It's posted on the website, it's posted on the sign out front.
It's being put on by the Smithsonian.
Yeah,
It's open right, is it open right this moment?
right now.
You gotta take a walk through it.
I don't know, I was here for some other meeting, and they had a guy out there. He was dressed in the, I don't know, 1700s,
Centennial
you know,
Garb.
garb
Really?
and all that stuff. He had all kinds of stuff out there. Old things, including I don't know what he called it now, a flint scraper for starting fires.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually gave a little demonstration of using what they call char cloth,
Wow.
you know, to start a fire. And he showed me how you flick the things. He actually got the stuff burning and
Wow.
all that kind of nice stuff. It was really, really neat.
So how, was it? was
I
it somebody
don't
from
know.
Rutland?
I kind of think it probably was,
Yeah.
but I don't know. So I've got to get through. I've got to get into the whole exhibit. I guess it's pretty damn good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I had questioned, I saw something and I said, wait a minute, this doesn't look right.
Oh, yeah.
So I questioned the thing out there and I talked to Barbara Schaller, and she says there are a few things out there that are not right.
Oh, yeah.
So it wasn't anything to do, it was stuff that the historic put up.
Mm.
So,
Has there been any more word on Rufus Putnam Park?
as to
Who owns it?
the town, it was in the town report where the town voted on it, and I gave it to Gary for crying out loud. It said right in there how they voted on it. It can only be used for a park,
Yeah.
only,
Mhm.
and that's it.
But did the town get the deed to it?
Well, if the town voted on it, the town should have got a deed on it. That's one of the things that I am questioning, is why does it say 100-year lease? Because it never said anything in that report about a lease.
Hmm. Interesting.
So,
Well, another Rutland mystery.
oh no,
So we
Is it
covered
gonna be buried?
everything with the hearing?
and come up in another 300 years?
Wow. So,
Anyone that wants to say something that's not connected to a hearing?
yeah. Other than having a pretty snowless winter so far, that's for sure.
Right. So how do you feel about communications in this town? Do you think they're communicating well to people, to
To
residents of this town?
Yeah, well, the sign's good. I like the sign,
Okay.
the electronic sign, because it flashes you about stuff that you need to know that you're like, okay, it's a good reminder, which is good.
I think there's so much going on though, you can't slow
I started
down.
listening
Well,
to the
yeah.
meetings again today. I'm like, I need to do that. 'cause
I
you
wish they
don't-
had
You don't know anything that's going on.
had the sign about 2 feet higher.
Yes, I agree.
Mhm.
Yeah, you see it, you go, ooh, what was it?
Yeah, yeah,
Turn around.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. No doubt about it.
anyway.
I have a question for you. Do you know that perhaps like half of the town common is owned by Mass Dot?
You told me that.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
And I've asked Joe Buckley, the DPW director, to stake it, and he says he's asked once, and they were
Yeah.
gonna do it, but they never did. And I'd love for people,
Left or something.
I'd love for people to know what they own and what they don't own, and what could be utilized in the future as for road work, you know. Is there enough room for a roundabout or something?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna have to think about the future, you should know what things look like.
That's because of the 10-rod right-of-way?
Originally,
Yeah.
but they said it has shrunk. It isn't, it's 10 rod down by the cemetery, but
Yeah.
up here it is not.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I'd like to know when that was changed,
Yeah.
So, but it's very interesting. And Norm's been on almost 30 years now on the planning board. And one of the things that Norm brought up was, I shouldn't even probably say it, we ought to have a crossroad right there at the Wood Studio and have the traffic, instead of coming up where it is in front of Dunkin' Donuts.
Instead of the jog for Route
Yeah.
56,
Yeah.
make it a straight across.
Straight across.
Yeah.
Let the town buy another piece of property over here and move the field or do something to help out. There are,
You can have a list there, too.
yeah, I was gonna say, it's too much on the brain,
Yeah.
but bypass.
Yeah.
You know, in 2000 master plan, that's one thing you wish the heck you had put in there.
Yeah,
I remember that, just like it was yesterday.
yeah.
But way things, you know, going through Holden in different times, boy,
Yeah.
don't we really need it?
Thing is, we can't even get the rest of Pommogussett repaved.
Oh, don't get me started
How
on
long
that.
has that been on the books?
Quite a while.
Years.
Yes.
4 or 5 years at least?
I would say probably pretty
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
Yeah. And one of the things that, if I had money, oh God.
Get you
Why
to
is,
today?
yeah, not yet.
Get some money to him?
Yeah. Because one of the things we were told so many times, you know, who owned the property, who owned the dam? Everybody said Blair did. Blair owned it. Blair said he owned it and everything else.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the town owned it. I'd hire an engineer, an outside engineer to come in and verify that.
Magical surveying.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is going on. A lot of them are using that GPS rather than laying it out.
Yeah.
You should do several ways and compare them,
Yes, yeah,
you know, if you can.
for sure. All right, I'm done.
We still got 3 minutes.
Oh, my God. Your turn.
Well, 3 minutes, let's everybody run over to the exhibit and
Yeah.
look at the front.
I know, I saw it and I was like, I gotta go. I gotta go this weekend. See when the library's open, go to that. I'm gonna check it out.
Do you have any of the news? No.
Could we set the clock ahead?
Yeah.
Jamaica, isn't it daylight savings time?
Yeah, right.
I wish.
Listen, that'd be nice when I do that. A little bit after that.
Guess she's not gonna talk.
No.
Dick, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, now I can.
Can you sing us a little song?
No, thank you.
Oh, all right.
Because I lost my voice when I was in the 6th grade, but Doso, oh, come on, forget it. Doso.
I tried singing, but they'd evacuate the building.
That's so funny, radio. Anyways, okay, that's it. Too many years. Miss Innes. In the red schoolhouse that used to be here.
Here?
Yeah, right here is
Oh.
where the red schoolhouse used to be. And I can remember 5th and 6th grade being upstairs in the auditorium. And that had, what do they call it, kind of floor it was, when you had dances and up
Dances,
Yeah.
yeah.
the floor
Yeah.
would bounce.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it would flex,
Don't they
on
have a picture of
purpose.
that in the Historical Society, I think? I think Scott showed me something there.
Yeah, I would not doubt it.
Yeah.
There's a big house in Sturbridge Village. They have a dance floor that
Oh, yeah.
does the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Hmm. Interesting.
All right, time's got to be up.
Almost.
1 minute. 1 minute. I know.
Call up
Well,
the,
it's
This is painful.
We could count to 60.
I tell you, it'd be a good idea to take a walk, you know.
Thing is, depending on what we happen to do here,
Yeah.
we have 15 minutes to the second public hearing as well.
Okay, you have 7 o'clock.
We have 7 o'clock. Okay. Then, Let's see. I think I should go back to reading the public hearing notice.
It's good information for the public, at least
Yeah.
people understand what matters before the board at any given time.
So I'm going to open this public hearing by reading the notice. It says, "The board will hold a public hearing at the Rutland Public Library, lower level, 280 Main Street, Rutland, Mass., on January 10th, 2023, at 7 o'clock, on the petition of Mary Court for a special permit to allow an accessory dwelling unit at 52 Paddock Road, parcel ID 052-B-14, pursuant to the 11/18/21 special town meeting, Article 21, accessory dwelling unit, and zoning bylaw, Article 7, special permits." And this was advertised in the Telegram and Gazette on December 27th and January 3rd. So, are the applicants here for that? Okay. I'm just going to mention that this is a special permit, and a special permit requires a supermajority vote of 4 out of 5 members. And as you can see, we have only 3 members here, which many times we don't vote on the first night of a public hearing anyway, but I guess kind of the bottom line is that if the 2 members who are absent do not observe a video or read the minutes, they can just read the minutes, can't they?
I think in this case, given that there's a video opportunity, that would be the preferential way
Yeah.
to get all the information.
Yeah. They would have to, let's say, see the video of the first session of the public hearing prior to whenever it is continued to, in order to be able to vote at all. If they don't do that, having missed that, yeah, that's right.
Right.
Yeah, having missed that, then they would not be able to vote, and where there are 2 missing, you couldn't get a 4 out of 5 vote.
How often does that happen? Two missing.
It's happened a few times. It's rather rare, okay? So all I'm going to say is I'm going to give you the opportunity. We can open the public hearing, we can take some information, or if you feel it's better, I think it's a little bit for your safety, if you want to simply open it and then continue it without any findings to our next meeting, when probably the people will be here. I'll leave that up to you.
Here, we can continue it.
Just continue it?
I think, given that you're not taking any testimony, it's just a postponement,
Okay.
because you're not taking
Yeah.
testimony, but either way, it would the same result.
Yeah. So move to postpone the hearing to,
February 14th, which is the next available meeting.
yeah.
I'm sorry, January 24th,
Thank you.
which is the next available meeting.
I think it's giving you a little bit more insurance to do it that way. Okay?
Couple prayers that the other 2 come and
Mhm. Yeah, and it's unusual for us to only have 3 members present, but we definitely have 1 member we know is ill, and I don't know about the other
The
one.
other members unaccounted for, I
Yeah.
don't have an explanation for anybody.
I have a question for you. Can the 3 board members that are here vote for something and have it pass, like for a
No
special?
vote.
Not on a
Don't you have
special,
to have the majority if it's 3 out of 5?
on a special permit, it's 4 out of 5.
Oh, it's 4 out of 5, right?
Yeah. That's the law.
Keep bumping it up, huh?
Yeah.
It's 4 out of 5, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was 3, I thought it was the majority.
No, for something like an A&R or even site plan approval, it's only 3 out of 5, but for a special permit, it's 4 out of 5.
All righty.
So, okay, we now have 10 more minutes to wait.
sorry, guys.
You could take the
Well-
motion once I just write this up.
I was trying to say,
Oh,
motion
okay.
to move it to January 24th at,
I guess I would just keep it at the same 7 o'clock. We've run into some conflicts with
Yeah.
meetings that start at the same time. That's not a problem.
do we think we ought to move it a little bit closer to like 10 minutes to 7 instead of having this?
Well,
If you want, I mean, there's no harm by doing it earlier. If there are conflicting meetings that are both at the same time, you would just go after the one that was the continuance as
Yeah.
opposed to the new one. You would just explain nicely to people that due to unforeseen circumstance,
yeah.
there's a conflict with the time. So whatever you want me to do is fine.
It's better than hanging around twiddling your thumbs.
Well, yeah, but this is unusual
Yes.
for all of you people out there. This is kind of unusual for us to run into this situation.
So we're going to 124 at least, right? And then the time.
Yeah. Mhm.
You want to choose a time?
So let me see, you said 7. Well, let's stick with 7 for that one. But then maybe any of these others we can compress them a little bit.
Agreement to postpone public.
You made a motion, right?
With the exception of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Make it. So you say 7, huh?
Well, yeah, that's not that bad, but like I say, you know, we have a 7, a 7:15, and a 7:30 here, that's bad. Those other two, we could compress them a little bit.
Compress them a little bit more. All right, at 7 o'clock.
Moved.
I moved it.
Okay. I second.
In favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We just need the applicant to sign this as well, since they're here. Excuse us,
Excuse me?
Excuse me.
if you don't just mind signing the continuous form, please. There you go, Mr. Chair.
I'll let you sign first. Let me see, I need to sign there and date it for the town.
When you called this, did you say Mary or Rosemary? It sounded like Mary, and maybe I missed the
Well,
words.
maybe I only read Mary, but it says Rosemary here.
Good.
Okay, sorry about that.
That's
if I
okay, I
didn't.
don't care. I've been called worse.
So have I.
Should I save my comment that I had about, I think sometime in the future, we ought to look at the special permit. It says, you know, not to remove trees over anything
Mhm.
greater. Any trees that are within 100 and something feet, I would say, of a house, because you don't want a tree
Right next to the house.
right next to the house.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. So 7 o'clock on the
Yes.
24th?
I've got a pine tree about 3 foot in diameter. And the sucker's gotta be, the guys say that it's close to 100 feet.
Right, thank you.
And it's only about 20-something feet from the house.
Ooh, ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, ooh.
So it's gonna be coming down in the summertime.
I'm gonna say a whole bunch of
But
good
to
rainstorms
me,
and then a
it
hurricane.
was small, but, you know,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
50 years,
Mm-hmm.
it grows.
It sure does.
So that's
Okay.
one reason why I feel that maybe something like that ought to be removed and/or checked out,
Yeah, that's a thought. Mm-hmm.
you know. I don't wanna push it and have somebody, oh, the next 100 years, saying, what the heck were they thinking of?
Right.
Okay, thank you.
So the A&R can be taken at any time. And the next item is related to it. If you want to start that one.
The A&R? Okay. Okay, so let's go, skip to item 5. 219, 223 Pommogussett Road, an A&R plan. I'm just trying to... Okay.
The applicant is here if you need an explanation of it, but the public knows.
Yeah, if you'd like to come up and just quickly,
Where would you like me to?
you come right up here.
It's also shown on the screen for you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so you're dividing,
Actually, the application involves 219, which is the lot on the left-hand side,
mhm,
223, which is the lot in the center,
mhm,
and undefined, it's identified as Lot 4B, which is the one on the right-hand side.
mhm.
All of the lots have the requisite frontage of at least 200 feet, and all of them have the requisite area of at least, I believe it's 65,000 feet. And there's a common driveway, which actually has been in existence for at least 30 years, which serves the lot on the left and the lot in the center. And I'm seeking to get that common drive formalized as a common driveway.
Yeah.
It has been a de facto common driveway in use for decades.
Yeah. So the other thing you're doing is you're putting in that one lot line?
Well, yes, I'm changing the lot lines,
Yeah,
correct.
that one line between
That's
those
correct.
two.
Also, where that barn is, that's a smaller lot currently. That lot's being expanded size-wise.
Yeah. So there are more than just one line being changed?
Yes, yes. Actually, it's
It looks like maybe 3 lines.
You can go up to the screen if you
Yeah,
like.
sure.
Yeah.
The existing lot line for 219 comes up here and basically comes across. I'm extending it up here to the end of
Oh,
what
okay.
is the perimeter.
Mhm.
And I'm installing this lot line here for lot 4B. And that's my application, my proposal.
Okay. So you are actually creating 3 new lots, right?
Well, yes, there are 2 lots that exist now. The
Mhm.
assessors,
Mhm.
have a separate assessment for 219 and 223. I am moving both of these lines slightly,
Mhm.
expunging this line, removing
Right.
this line,
Yeah.
and installing this
This
line.
line, okay.
These are for residential properties, is that correct?
Yes, this is all residential.
Used to be a Christmas tree farm?
It was Chester Oliver's
Oh.
tree farm, yes.
Correct.
Mhm. That barn was a rental unit, wasn't it?
It was, as a
Yeah.
matter of fact. It's being used now as storage for vehicles.
Mhm.
It was permitted properly when it was
Yeah.
constructed in 1987. And I am precluded by the Board of Health at this point in time for using it as a rental unit because the septic system is in failure. However, in the August meeting of the Board of Health, they gave me 20 months to bring both of these systems located here and here were in failure. They gave me 20 months to bring those septic systems up to current standards. I have brought this one up to current standard, and it's my intention to do so with that one within the amount of time that the Board of Health provided.
See, I think my niece actually rented that way back when.
It's a nice, rural setting, I would
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
say.
And Chester was on the Concom with me, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Mm. Okay.
Way back when.
Mhm. So, I don't know, anybody have any other questions, comments on the A&R?
No,
I have a question.
Yep.
Are you making those Are those lots all gonna be the 2-acre standard lots for
1.5.
residential?
Acre and a half.
It's an
Yes.
acre and a half then?
Mhm.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Excuse me, it's Tamika. I don't mean to interrupt. I just need that resident's name and address, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. Tracy Cook, 214 Pommogussett.
So, any other questions, comments?
None?
I'll entertain a motion to endorse.
Make a motion to endorse the plan presented to the board.
I'll second.
Is there any discussion?
Did we get proper check?
Yes.
Okay.
And the amount was?
$550.
Okay.
Anything further? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, now we go to the second part, and, well, you heard my explanation to the other applicants. I'm gonna give you the same option.
Shall I take a seat, or
Hmm?
do I need additional members?
It's the same thing as the, oh, wait a minute, no, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, no, so, no, this is site plan.
Site plan review, so
So
you're all set
say-
with 3 members.
So we're okay with only 3 members, so,
You just need an affirmative vote of all 3 members.
hmm?
You just need the affirmative vote.
Of all 3 members, okay. So, the common driveway, well, you kind of already explained that it really is already in existence.
Yes, that is correct.
What is the condition of the driveway?
It's in fine condition. The asphalt driveway runs up to the house, the center piece. This, at the split in the driveway, goes to a, basically a grindings, asphalt grindings.
Okay, yeah, ground asphalt.
And it drains to the side. The drainage is fine.
Mhm.
There's no ponding of any water. And there's a catch basin located right here at the edge of the road. And it seems to be fine.
Mhm. So, which I guess.
It has been in use for many, many years.
Mhm. So, okay, and you already mentioned the septic system, which I guess is a comment that we did get from the Board of Health on this. And I guess to the board, my question would be, would we want to put a condition on the approval that he would also have to comply with the Board of Health regulations? Or are you gonna say it's none of our business?
I was gonna say it's none of our business.
Yeah.
I agree with you, actually. It probably isn't our business, number one, and number two, those conditions will be followed by the Board of Health.
Yeah, well, it appears they're aware of it at this point already, so.
Stevens has been up to visit the
Yeah.
property
Yeah.
personally.
So, I just, I can see there being a real problem there. Any other comments, questions from the board or from the public on this one? Is there any further information we need to know?
The applicant provided supplemental findings of fact to support the application.
Yeah, pretty lengthy at that.
We have the Board of Health comments. Those are the only comments that we got back from the various departments that this was submitted to. Outside of that, nothing else to add.
There's no HOA on this, is there?
Yes, that was submitted with the
Yeah.
application.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
And
there.
it holds on town harmless as well as one of the,
I took a look at that. It's pretty much the standard homeowners.
Yeah. Just one of those things. Just one of those things, you know.
Well, yeah. Avoid trouble in the future.
Yeah.
So, well, if I have no more questions or comments from either the public or the board, I'll entertain a motion to close the hearing.
Also move.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
With that, I'll entertain a motion to grant site plan approval.
A motion, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
A motion to.
Grant site plan
Oh,
approval.
motion to grant the site plan approval.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Second.
Second. Once again, is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And
The A&R is back at the office, so I apologize for that.
oh, okay. So, and decision will probably be ready.
As soon as possible, a couple of weeks or so, we have to look at our schedule at the various hearings, but on a timely basis.
So, okay, we should have it to sign for our next meeting.
That's a goal.
Yeah.
I'll do my best to do
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
And we do have the Mylars back at the office, if you can.
Stop
Stop
individually and sign it. Okay, you can do that.
I thank you.
Okay, very good.
Appreciate it.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Well, let's see. In the common driveway. And one more time, we have 7 minutes to wait.
Well, I always wanted to be a tap dancer, but I never went to tap dancing school. So.
My hips won't do it. Well, let's all just sit here and stare at one another, you know. I don't know.
How much time?
7 minutes.
You could recess for a few minutes if you really wanted to.
Make a motion to recess for 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
Tamika, can you handle no noise for 7 minutes?
Yep, I got it.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. As they say in the Army, smoke 'em if you got 'em.
All right.
If you want, I can run it back.
Okay, I'll open the public hearing by reading the public hearing notice. The board will hold a public hearing at the Rutland Public Library, 280 Main Street, Rutland, Mass. on January 10th, 2023 at 7:30 PM on the petition of Sean McLaughlin and Star Auto Sales LLC for a special permit to allow auto sales and repair at 175 Barre Paxton Road, a portion of parcel ID 012-B-3, pursuant to zoning bylaw Article 7, special permits, and Article 26, November 17th, 2022 special town meeting. And this was advertised in the Telegram on December 27th and January 3rd. And I guess I'm going to offer kind of the same thing on this particular public hearing, that it's a special permit. It requires a supermajority of 4 out of 5, and if the applicant wishes, we can simply continue the hearing to our next meeting.
I think that would be the best thing to do.
Yeah. Okay.
Is anyone here
Yeah.
against?
So, like I say, again, it's I feel that it is just far better, particularly on special permits that we have. Personally, I really would like to see the whole board, all 5 members, for something on this idea. The only other thing I was thinking of is And this is to the board members. Do you feel it would be appropriate for a site walk on this application?
Been there
Yeah, I
a
haven't.
long time ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't.
I think you might be the only one that hasn't. I think the
And,
majority of them have actually walked it.
yeah,
Could you speak up?
Okay, we're just discussing whether it's gonna be advisable for the planning board to do a site walk prior to
We can't hear you back
the public hearing. I think it would be appropriate, actually.
Yeah, I do too.
I believe you're right.
Mm. Can we get it in before our next meeting?
Yes, I think the conversation we had about 79 to 81 Main Street would apply here.
Mhm.
Maybe the site visit could take care of both items on the same day.
Yes.
On a Saturday
Okay.
before
Mhm.
the 24th. You'll leave that to staff to coordinate, and I'll
Mhm.
touch base with you folks individually, and also the members who aren't here.
Yeah.
We'll just say a Saturday in the afternoon
Mhm.
before the 24th.
Yeah.
And we'll just make a schedule of what first, we'll come up with.
Yeah, whichever one is first, doesn't make much difference. So, okay, do we need a motion to schedule the site walk? Not really.
No, we will make an agenda
Right.
for the
So
sidewalks,
it'll be a meeting.
so it'll be a meeting
Right.
only,
Mhm.
and that agenda will be posted within a required amount of
Yeah.
time.
Okay. So with that, I guess, I'll
What would you
entertain.
think, like 7:10?
Hmm? Oh, yes, yes. Yeah, let's continue this to the, what date?
January 24th?
24th,
24th.
at 7:10, I
7:10.
so move.
Second.
Is there any discussion? In favor?
Aye,
Aye.
Aye.
okay.
Well, believe it or not, I believe that's our agenda.
You just want to sign that and have the applicant sign.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Sean? Yes. Sign this.
Right there.
Very good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Have a good night.
Yeah. Anybody on the screen want to talk?
Well, Leah, anything to say? Nope.
Nope.
Well,
All right,
I'll entertain a motion.
motion to adjourn.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, and the time is?
7:37.